Hello family, and welcome back to the Ebony Odyssey. My name is Jermaine Long, and I am a servant of the Most High God. I really appreciate you for coming along, and as always, enjoy the journey. Today's message I'm going to have to break down, guys. It's titled bag. I'll break that down. It's just an acronym, but I'll say something funny or clever, like how to get the bag in Africa or something like that, or whatever. It's just whatever has to be catchy, right? But bag, what does bag mean? Bag means beta male, alpha male, godly male. I'll break this down in 3 parts, and I'll do 3 separate breakdowns. Let's get to it. The key players in this is Solomon, Hosea, and David. And I guess we'll start with the beta male first. What is a beta male, right? We hear all these terms that go around nowadays, but beta male in the Bible would definitely point out to Hosea. Hosea could be the king beta male. And I say that because if you don't know the story of Hosea, let me read Hosea chapter 1 verse 2, which reads, "In the beginning of the word of the Lord by Hosea. And the Lord said to Hosea, Go, take unto thee a wife of whoredoms and children of whoredoms, for the land hath committed great whoredom, departing from the Lord." And essentially, Hosea went out and married a 304. That means HOE if you were to turn it upside down in an old calculator. So Hosea married a hoe. And that's what we consider beta, right? Well, at least that's what's considered beta nowadays, right? Because this wife that you married, that you're hoping to build a life with, she has went outside the marriage and possibly had kids. She may have brought kids into the marriage. And you have these men who are trying their best to make something work, as Hosea is. It definitely says, "He who finds a wife finds a good thing." I don't remember it saying, "He who finds a hoe will be stressed," but I know it should be in there. It's so many things that come along with this understanding. If you read Proverbs chapter 21 verse 19, it says, "It is better to live in the desert than with a contentious and vexatious wife." Vexatious means distressing, full of disorder or stress. Now, what is a hoe? You ain't gonna be nothing but stressed. You ain't gonna be nothing but in disorder, right? Hosea's house was all out of order. The kids didn't respect him. His wife didn't respect him, but he still tried to do the best he could. And how could he do it? Only through the strength of God, because God always told him to go back and get her. Go back and get her. Right? So think about life. Life is getting extremely hard for a lot of people. Life is about to be vexatious. That is the word, right? What are we going to do? Our people have been so confused. So, like Balaam has said, you can't come against these people unless you get them to sin against God. And when they got the children of God to sin against him, he allowed whatever was coming their way to come their way. And now they are in torment. Now they are in purgatory. Their lives are in chaos. And so what can you do? As a man, it's extremely difficult. How many men's stories do you hear now coming out where they're just losing at every turn? They've tried to do all that they could, and it's to no avail. You cannot make a hoe a housewife, right? That's the cliche saying. But how do these young women become whores? They wasn't trained up in how they should go. Neither mother or father or anyone for that matter could train these children up. The TV trained them up of how to pop it, how to shake it, how to drop it. And hey, I'm from that era, 80s, 90s. I'm from that time. Like, I ain't walk on water to get here. I'm all in the trenches. And at this point, you're just looking around and you're seeing the madness, the chaos. You got to be thankful for the little bit of sanity that still remains. Beta males trying to do the best they can with someone who won't give them respect. But how strong does that man have to be? I ain't trying to flip it or nothing, but how strong does he have to be to keep chasing out there someone who doesn't regard him at all? Someone who is not going to be faithful at all, is someone who's always going to be contentious. You look at that. So this man has an uphill battle, and Hosea is a prime example of that uphill battle. He has married a wife of whoredoms and had children of whoredoms. Because those women can't teach these children nothing. They're the first line of defense. They're mothers. And if the first line of defense is offense, trying to see what's the best situation she can put herself in, she's always going to be shifty, right? Never solid, always seeking and never finding. That's what it said about those gullible women, right? They allow these men to come into their houses and wreck their homes because they don't have any understanding of how they should conduct themselves and what they should be doing. But this is the beginning of the bag. This is the beginning of this 3-part breakdown that I'm going to give you about Solomon, Hosea, and King David. Beta male, alpha male, and the godly male. So family, again, I appreciate you for coming along. And as always, enjoy the journey.